Welcome to AppStarBus. GitHub sponsors. github.com/sponsors. Fund the work of developers and projects you depend on. It sounds like money. So if you were like a monk developer, now you don't have to be. I'm logged into GitHub and it shows me number of developers who maintain dependencies that I use. I can filter profiles by most used, least used, most sponsors, and more. I depend on 154 repos that this profile owns or maintains. So if you don't own a repo, you just maintain a repo. Even in that case, you can earn sponsors. Wow, this is exciting time to be an open source developer, right? From below, I can filter direct dependencies only as well. This filter is checked by default. This page is displaying profiles who are owners or contributors of the projects that I depend on. Some profiles have specific goals and others can help them in reaching that goal. Hovering over the name shows me profile card with sponsor and follow buttons. In front of each profile, there is sponsor button. Click on sponsor button to see the details. Read what they have to say on why should you sponsor them. This page is sponsor page for this profile. This is sponsors page for this profile. User's profile is different. This is user's profile. And this is his sponsors page. From his sponsors page, you can set your budget to help them on monthly basis or one time. There are tiers of sponsorship. $5 a month. You will receive sponsor badge on your profile. $10 a month. Your name will be added to the supporter section. $50 a month. Your name will be added to the top supporter section of this page. $100 a month. He will include your company logo on a repo of your choosing under his GitHub account. $200 per month. $800 a month. $1,000 a month. There are tiers of sponsorships. They have mentioned benefits of different levels of sponsorships. You can choose sponsorship level or tier and get relevant benefit from it. So you also get some benefit when you sponsor anybody. Below you see sponsors for this profile. You can view their featured work links below. So from sponsors page, get insights on specific developer, choose sponsorship level and sponsor them for their work. So as a developer, how can you accept sponsors? Click profile picture, select your sponsors. This page displays if you are sponsoring anyone. And below it shows if you are eligible to accept sponsorships. Anyone can sponsor, but you must reside in a supported region to receive funds. If your region is not supported, you can join the waitlist. To receive sponsorships, you need to build a GitHub sponsors profile and receive compensation for your open source work. GitHub sponsors allows the developer community to financially support the people and organizations who design, build, and maintain the open source projects they depend on directly on GitHub. You can sponsor anyone with a sponsored developer profile or sponsored organization profile on behalf of your personal account or an organization. You can choose from multiple sponsorship tiers with one-time or monthly payment amounts and benefits that are set by sponsored accounts. Your sponsorship will share your account's existing billing date, payment method, and receipt. GitHub sponsors does not charge any fees for sponsorships from personal accounts. So 100% of these sponsorships go to the sponsored developer or organization. GitHub sponsors charges a fee of up to 6% for sponsorships from organization accounts. Supported regions are listed here. So you can become a sponsored developer by joining GitHub sponsors, completing your sponsored developer profile, creating sponsorship tiers, submitting your bank and tax information, and enabling two-factor authentication for your account on github.com. Anyone who contributes to an open source project and lives in a supported region is eligible to become a sponsored developer. Contributions include but are not limited to bug reports, documentation, leadership, business development, project management, mentorship, and design. You can publish up to 10 one-time sponsorship tiers and 10 monthly tiers for sponsors to choose from. Each tier has its own one-time or monthly payment amount in US dollars. Publishing tiers is optional. As a sponsored user, you will receive payouts to a bank account in a supported region or via a fiscal host. You can display sponsor button in your repository. To display a sponsor button in your repository, you can configure your sponsor button by editing a funding.yml file in your repository's .github folder on the default branch. You can configure the button to include sponsored developers in GitHub sponsors, external funding platforms, or a custom funding URL. So, GitHub Sponsors is a platform that allows individuals and organizations to financially support the open source developers and maintainers who create and care for the projects they rely on. It's like Patreon for open source, but built right into GitHub itself. Developers and maintainers can set up a sponsorship profile on GitHub outlining their work and offering different sponsorship tiers with associated benefits. These benefits could be anything from early access to new features to personalized support or even just a shout out on social media. Individuals and organizations can then browse through the profiles of sponsored developers and choose to support them with a recurring monthly payment. I see many benefits of this program. For developers, it provides a way to generate sustainable income from their open source work, which can help them to continue working on and improving their projects. For sponsors, it gives them a way to directly support the developers and projects they care about and to ensure that they continue to be developed and maintained. For the open source community, it helps to make open source a more viable career path, which can lead to more and better open source software being created. Furthermore, you can read more about GitHub sponsors by going to github.com/sponsors, github.com/sponsors/explore, or GitHub sponsors docs. So, in this way, you can earn money by using GitHub as well. You can earn money by creating open source projects or by maintaining open source projects as well. Okay, that's it for this update. If you want to support WebStyle Press, check our store. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.